Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel and the Strong Parenting series, or the Strong Personality series. I'm sorry. When you are struggling to have a strong personality, it is valuable to begin to look at the things that ultimately are going to give you a strong personality. That is to say, when you are looking at that as a concept, what things do you need in order to be able to make a smart and strong decision about how to conduct yourself? That's kind of what we're going to look at over the next two audios. But if you're looking to improve your personality, improve how you interact with people, improve the ways in which you are perceived by others, would love to be of assistance to you, please feel free to reach out at PO Perception on Twitter or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either one will lead you into a conversation with me or a member of my team, and we can move forward in order to make that happen. The next thing is, or the first thing on that list is leadership. When you understand how to lead well, when you understand how to give clear directions, concise communication, but also motivate another person to do what it is that you need them to do, or do what it is that's going to be beneficial to the final goal without them feeling used or taken for granted, then you're a good leader. And so learning good leadership skills is super valuable. Now, a bad leader is a person who's going to use guilt or manipulation in order to get a person to be compliant with whatever they need done. So learning the proper leadership skills, which includes motivating a person, giving clear instructions, having them understand how to and why they need to engage in certain behaviors, is super valuable. The next is strong sense of self. While a person is flexible enough to be able to understand the value of bending to the needs of other people, having a strong sense of self and not losing oneself in the pursuit of relationships is also extremely important when building strong relationship character. That is to say, you cannot allow a person to lead you to be lost in how you're seeing the world, or um, having a relationship interaction cause you to be a different personality archetype, cause you to behave so differently that you lose your identity, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. So being flexible enough to meet the needs of others without losing your core identity is a sign of personal strength. The next is honesty. There's a way to be honest and tactful, and there's a way to be brutally honest. Understanding how and when to use each one is an important part of building a strong personality. So, sometimes there are times when you need to be tactful and gentle about how you present information, even if something is factually accurate. If a person can't receive it and maintain the relationship, then having that conversation is, I wouldn't say completely useless, but pretty close to it. On the other hand, if a person needs brutal honesty because they're not listening when you're more gentle, when you're kinder, when you're simpler, then you need to know how to be brutally honest while still remaining respectful of a person's autonomy. When you are willing to ask more questions and understand that the questions create understanding, so humble oneself to be able to understand that you don't know everything and ask valuable questions. So a valuable question is one in which you gain understanding, but you also are building rapport with the person you're asking the question of. Asking questions just to have attention upon yourself, and or asking questions just to hear yourself talk, is completely useless and will waste a whole bunch of time, a whole bunch of energy, and ultimately lead you in a direction that isn't positive. But the other thing too is, don't assume that other people think or feel or believe the way that you do. When you make assumptions in the direction of, assuming that a person is going to behave the way that you do, or you believe that in the end there is a value to knowing only your way of thinking or your way of being, you will actually undo any positive progress that you could make or can make in a relationship sense. So, knowing how to be tolerant, knowing how to be um, uh, willing to actively listen without losing self identity is important. And planning for circumstances that could be unforeseen or circumstances that could be emotionally difficult is also extremely valuable in being able to make empowered, healthy, and strong decisions. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.